You're welcome back to the Pulse. Sorry for that earlier hiccup, but let's head to the Western region now because it has been nearly 6 years since Ghana began oil production. But what has changed at Cape 3 Points, that landmark town that heralded the oil find in the year 2007? Big question, isn't it? Well, joining us, Justice Baidu has been to the village. He knew before oil exploration started to find some of the young people who had high hopes of landing the big jobs in this industry and to find out if Ghana's oil town did strike it rich or not.
Happy times. Village folks dance their hearts out. It's the Kundum Festival, the traditional dance of the Ahanta people. Welcome to Cape 3 Points, the epicenter of Ghana's oil industry. Here, little things like a good dance is enough to make you happy. But inside, all is not well. It's been nearly 6 years since Ghana began oil exploration and 9 years since this small town was announced as the landmark point where the oil find was made. While political promises in the years that followed raised hopes of what fortunes oil would bring to people, not just here, but the entire country.
When
it first found the oil, they came to tell us that a huge industry was coming here. They said we are going to be relocated. And since the oil is here, we'll get a lot of the jobs. That did not happen. Every day they come and interview us. Now we are tired. We used to live on fishing, but now because of the oil exploration, we hardly get fish. Life is tough.
I first came to Cape 3 Points in August of 2007. It was just about the time that oil had been discovered. There was pomp and pageantry, and rightly so, because everybody here thought this small town was on the brink of an industrial boom of some sort. Many of the young people I met at the time had big ambitions. Now, though, the same people that I've met seem to be struggling to land the oil jobs they so dreamed about.
Esther YAMOAH was just 12 years when I first met her here in 2007. She told me of her dreams of being a nurse. Now she's 21, 3 years out of high school, and has tried and failed to make it beyond that. Now she has a baby too.
Even my mother regrets taking me through school because I don't have a job. I'm still a burden on her. She hoped I'll get a job in this industry after school so I can help her too. I feel bad. Life in Cape 3 Points is hard. A lot of the young people are not going to school because they see no future. A lot of people think there's money here because of the oil, but nothing has changed. There's noise about Oil City, but there's nothing here.
Esther's story is just one of many in Cape 3 Points. Poverty levels are high, and with a teeming youth population with few opportunities to build their capacities, there seem to be no way out.
We failed to, send the right signal as a nation. One was the fact that we should have communicated clearly to citizens that this oil is not in the quantities that can transform the economy significantly, so that people would have known that they shouldn't put their hopes high. We should also have communicated that this sector would not employ widely, so that people would not have high expectation. we should also manage expectation in terms of local development, because apart from Cape 3 Points, there are several communities that thought that there will be development in those areas. So we should have, managed these information. At that point, we were going for elections, and most of the political campaigns was on what we would do with our oil money and things like that, still raising higher expectation. And I would say that still politicians are still in the mood of raising expectation relative to oil and gas.
Ghana goes to the polls again in a matter of weeks. New oil fields have been discovered since the Jubilee find, and at least $3 billion has come to government in oil revenues in the last 6 years. But for many Ghanaians closest to the oil activity like Cape 3 Point, they can only keep hopes alive to feel a trickle down of oil money in their lives soon. Justice Beidou, Joy News, Cape 3 Point.